we're going to be covering the 5 factors that make up a credit score and how to use those factors to your advantage to increase yours. The first factor is your payment history, and this is easily the most important factor, making up around 35% of your credit score. The only way to take advantage of this is to pay your bills in full and on time. It really is just that simple. The second factor is debt utilization, which is the amount of debt you owe versus the amount of credit you have available. You can use it, however, in 2 ways to increase your score. The first thing you can do is raise the limit of your credit card or credit cards, which will increase the amount of debt you have available while lowering your debt utilization rate. Only choose this option, however, if you are positively sure that you can resist the temptation of using the increased limit. And the second way is to pay down or even pay off revolving debt. If you pay off your debt, there are 3 things you need to do afterwards that will help increase your score. Number 1, keep the credit card or the account open. This will give you a higher level of available credit and decrease that utilization ratio. 2, use it once a month for a small purchase so that it remains active and you build a positive payment history. And the third one, send your payment before you even get the bill so you'll pay less in interest. The whole idea is to increase the amount of credit you have available versus the amount you're using. The third factor that makes up your credit score is the length of credit history. It makes up about 15% of your credit score. Since this factor is based on time, there's really not much you can do about it other than just pay your bills over the course of a few years. The fourth factor is the number of inquiries on your credit report. While this makes up just 10% of your score, it is easily the most misunderstood of the factors. This is because there are 2 different types of inquiries. The first is a soft inquiry. These do not affect your credit score at all. They are made, for example, by a company looking at your report to see if you'd qualify for a solicitation of credit. The second type is a hard inquiry, and these are made when a lender looks at your report as part of your application for credit. They are usually viewed as only slightly negative. To keep this factor from negatively impacting your score, you need to limit the number of hard inquiries on your report by not repeatedly or frequently applying for credit. Instead, only apply when needed and when you are fairly sure that you will be approved. The fifth and final factor is the variety of credit that you use. This makes up about 10% of your score and is based on all the different types of credit products that you have. You can use this factor to increase your score by adding a little variety to your credit choices the next time you need to borrow money. Now, there is one more factor, and it's the most important one, and that is you. If you develop a plan on how to use these factors to your advantage, don't get discouraged during setbacks, just stick with it and stay focused, you will see progress toward a better credit score.